I am going to tell you the steps to activate your personal success. So, as you think of this outcome, whatever goal that you want to accomplish, imagine if by accomplishing this goal or this outcome, would it take anything away from who you are? Is there any excuse you can make right now that will stop you from accomplishing that goal? One key in accomplishing any goal and activating your blueprint is to keep your goal in mind. Keep it in your mind's eye. Listen to your hypnosis processes daily and find that upon awakening, act as if you are guaranteed the result that you're seeking. And when you act out of character, in other words, when you demonstrating behaviors or attitude that are counter to accomplishing your goals, you will change that the next time you listen to your hypnosis process. You will make the necessary changes so that moving forward you will think, act, and respond with the goal in mind. Each time that you practice using your hypnosis process, you are going to find that your inner ability to see, hear, and experience in your mind's eye improving. And just as you learned when you read through Awaken the Genius, you found that perhaps you're more visual learner, maybe you're more auditory, or you're more kinesthetic. What we are going to ask you do is to become more of a full sensory learner. Someone who can use all their senses, magnetize in the world around you, want as your goal, and then go after it and achieve it. The next step is to think about what needs to take place, or what needs to change in your life so that you can have this goal you set for yourself today. Now matter what it is. In other words, what are you going to have to give up that you're holding on to dearly now? Because if you weren't holding on to something dearly that's stopping you from accomplishing this goal, you wouldn't even be listening to my voice, right? How you'd be out there accomplishing your goal. For instance, let's use an example of bowling. If somebody is told a different way to release the ball, or perhaps a different mark out in the bowling lane, which is what a professional bowling might do, they would roll that ball over that arrow and it would hook into the pocket and give them a potential for a strike. But if they are so locked into their old way of rolling the ball or throwing the ball down the alley that are not able to change, they can't get out of their own way. In other words, they can't accomplish their goal. What changes need to take place for you to accomplish this goal so you can activate your personal success? Next, I need you to find out what resources you have internally to accomplish your goal. During your hypnosis process, take a mental inventory. This will help you discover what skills, what abilities, what resources do you have. I'm going to ask you to release any preconceived ideas about how you might accomplish your goal and open your mind to the possibility that there is an even greater possibility out there for you.